It's the PACWEST Spotlight with Julia Peyton from the Capilano Blues women's soccer team in your second year of eligibility, right?
Yes.
How you doing? How you holding up?
Oh, I'm doing well. I love being back on the pitch right now, especially with the season actually happening after like a year and a half of it not. So
Yeah,
pretty
I
nice.
wanted to ask you, actually being on the field again, is it a different feeling that you've never kind of experienced before because of last year was an off year?
Oh, for sure. Because last year, I mean, we were still practicing as a team, but obviously, since we weren't really working towards a whole lot because things were so uncertain, it just wasn't the same. And I feel like now, with season being back on after such a long period of time being off the pitch, um, we're all like so anxious and so happy to be back. So the energy is just like so high at every practice, regardless of when it is.
Practices are never boring or a drag now, I guess, to get to.
No, definitely not.
Well, look, this team certainly got out of the gates quick. 4 wins, no losses, and a tie coming in here to Thanksgiving weekend. How can you explain the so far undefeated season?
Oh, it feels really good. I feel like a lot of it is how we've bonded as a team, especially from preseason until now. We've been trying to do a lot of off field together to try to bond our new rookies that are coming in into the kind of atmosphere of our team. And I feel like Dennis is doing a really great job at making sure that all of our players are pretty well rounded, playing new positions and being able to understand different positions. Um, but I mean, recently, I feel like the winning streak is kind of just all of us really wanting to prove ourselves as a team and play for each other. So
Yeah. Is it different from 2019, your rookie season? I know there was a year last year you didn't play, you didn't get a chance to bond and have actual games. But can you compare the two teams, 19 to now 21?
yes, I feel like um, it was definitely a different environment for me being my first year, still trying to get to know the team and how Dennis wanted us to play because it was a completely different style of play from when I played HPL. And also I really felt the age gap with a lot of the other teams with and especially on my team, like playing with fourth and fifth years,
Right.
being like 18, 19 years old. So I feel like proving myself, and especially I could speak for the other rookies on my team, trying to prove ourselves and try to get that playing time. But what's different from this season? I just feel like the energy probably is
Mm.
super different. I feel like we, because that year we went to the finals,
Yeah.
but ended up losing. And I feel like a lot of us now, like we're already talking about it at practice, like really trying to redeem ourselves, really push for that, kind of push a bit harder. We're already starting to try to push and try to
Mhm.
think about it and switch our mindset. Hopefully, try to get that bye instead of playing in the semis as well. Um, yeah.
Before you know it, the season's going to be over. I mean, we're in
Oh,
Thanksgiving
it's already
weekend.
flying by.
Yeah, which is crazy. How has the routine gotten for you to get back into the classroom as well? Because last year, I would imagine you're online, no practices or very little. Now it's full season, full games, full practices, and by the way, a full course load.
Yes. It's been an interesting transition going from being at home 24/7 and then only traveling to school for playing
Yeah.
and our practices to pretty much like I'm Monday to Friday, I'm on campus from 8 a.m. until 6 p.m. most days, from classes to practice, because I don't remember what it's like to make a proper schedule and try to work. Like I'm at school just at it for like an 8:30 class and I'm waiting for a 4 p.m. practice. I'm just sitting in the library doing my homework. Um, and it's nice to be back in a routine for
Mm.
sure. And I think that being able to have our season so early in the school year is really helping, especially with the anxiety of being back around people and with all
Yeah.
the new restrictions and all that kind of stuff. And having to be in a classroom and not just on Zoom with professors and answering questions in class. And
Do you still have that apprehension or that anxiousness about going to school and going to class and running into somebody that you don't know?
a bit, yeah. It's it's definitely a little bit more nerve-wracking because you don't really get that those like few seconds in between and like hiding behind a screen to like react or think of your answer. So it's like kind of on the spot. It's also just weird being around so many people again, like being around, like in a classroom with 30, 40 people.
Yeah.
But yeah. Yeah.
You only got a couple back on the pitch. You only got a couple of weeks left, a few games left. What's the final push? What do you guys want to accomplish? Obviously, you want to win, but is there something that you want to accomplish so you can set yourself up for the postseason?
I feel like as long as we all just, I think what we're all just kind of feeling is like, as long as we put our all into this season in the last few weeks that we have and really prove to ourselves how hard we can push and how well we can play for ourselves and for each other, then we'll all be like more than satisfied with how the season unfolds.
And you have that extra push for knowing what a silver medal feels like.
Yes.
You want a different color, I would imagine.
Oh, that would be nice.
Yeah. Well, listen, congratulations so far on the success of the team and your individual success and getting back into that routine, and enjoy Thanksgiving weekend.
Thank you, you too.